Well, all I can say is this. After 50 years, Kansas City, you're finally back on top of the NFL world again. Yes, the Chiefs, great come from behind win over San Francisco. And Patrick Mahomes showing that he is going to be the new leader for a long time, not only for Kansas City, but for the NFL as well. And I mean, what he's done, and I mean his character, the way he carries himself, he is going to be a great and important face for the NFL for a while. There's one story I heard about him a couple days before the Super Bowl. He was in a restaurant in Kansas City with his girlfriend, and supposedly everybody recognized him, but they let him eat his dinner in peace. He then left and said, "Thank you to everybody for letting him and his girlfriend dine in relative quiet." And as a result of that, apparently he paid for everybody's meal in that restaurant. Good classy move by the young dude. And also classy move by the other Kansas City player who paid for adoption fees for dogs for people there in Kansas City, which probably ran him a good bit. But you know what? You pay it forward. Hey, the results are terrific. I mean, shows what character there is. And good character there talking to Jimmy Garoppolo. The thing is, I kind of was a little fretting about Garoppolo, 'cause he was an understudy to Tom Brady. But he's credited Dino Babers with turning him into the quarterback that he is. Well, thing is, even if San Francisco had won, it would have made a good story. But still, Kansas City on top of the NFL world. And I bet Hank Stram's up there in heaven probably saying, "How come they didn't use 65 toss power trap? Hey, they used it. Watch the play action pass. Play action pass. Oh, you lost your place. Huh, yeah, Kasulki. He was around there running around like it was a Chinese fire drill. Oh, well. Yeah, we got that highlight film, but I digress. Good job, Kansas City. Now I'm going to talk about the guys on my sweatshirt here. As I mean, hearing Garoppolo say that about Dino Babers was heartwarming. But again, it just seems as though problems follow the football team. The one they hired for defensive coordinator, Arnett, yeah, after 11 days, he splits to go to Mississippi State. And the one who's kind of the clown prince of college football right now, Mike Leach, with all his pirate talk and everything. Good way to say your word, but good way to split on us, before we even got to know you. And also, what about the basketball team? We were hot there for a while, but then losses to Clemson, and then the big loss on Saturday night to Duke there in the Carrier Dome. I thought it was going to be an uphill climb even with Syracuse before getting on the hot streak. Now we're getting cold again like we are with Elmer Fudd with that wabbit detector. This team, you don't know what to expect. And of course, with the rest of the ACC schedule coming up, including Wake Forest and North Carolina State coming up, you gotta wonder which Cuse team is gonna show up. But kudos to Mike Krzyzewski for saying Marek Dolezaj deserves an award for his improved play. You know what? Yeah, he is improved. And he's showing, hey, look at that. Even Czech guys got to dunk. Even Slovak guys got to dunk. Baby got back. Yeah, don't want to confuse the two. Don't want to. But come on, Cuse. Let's get with the program again and let's get rolling again. Speaking of the Cuse, it's February. This is going to be a busy month for the Carrier Dome in its final month in its current configuration. After the 29th, guess what? The Dome shuts down for 6.5 months. Because they got to put the rest of the new roof on. It'll be goodbye Teflon. Hello, translucent material. Yes, I mean, it would be a good time for any old school Cuse fans to get to the Dome one last time, be it for a basketball or for a lacrosse game, because the lacrosse team starts its season this weekend. And then they top loaded the schedule with a lot of games in the Dome, especially starting against Colgate, then against Binghamton et al. After the 29th, after they play Carolina, who just got Anthony back on the court. Yes, the Dome closes for 6.5 months while they put the new roof on. You know what? Be a good thing on nostalgia. And I bet there'll be a lot of dry eyes when they see that Teflon roof come off. I know, I mean, it'll be emotional for me, but progress is progress. We gotta update the stadium. We gotta have all the amenities, if you know what I mean. And that's why I say, goodbye Teflon roof, hello translucent material. And you know what? It's not over for football. Yeah, that's right. Even though the Super Bowl was played, guess what? Vince McMahon and his minions are back 19 years after he launched the original one, which was an unmitigated disaster. Guess what? The XFL is back. But it won't be football and professional wrestling like it was 19 years ago. You know, I checked it out for the first couple of weeks. But then when I saw what it was all about, I said goodbye to it. And hopefully there won't be any other unmitigated disasters, like having the King Jerry Lawler talk as one of the play-by-play announcers. And I mean hopefully there's not going to be scantily clad cheerleaders sharing as much airtime as the football players. And hopefully there won't be a problem with Saturday Night Live, like the original XFL. Hopefully McMahon and his people have got this thing together, as it seems as though there's not only the XFL, there's a few more spring leagues that are in the process of forming, like the Pacific Pro League or the American Patriot League at all. But you know how spring football has been. Last year, there was a whole thing about the Alliance of American Football coming out, and it only lasted 8 weeks. But Oliver Luck, who's the commissioner of this XFL, brought in the Sky Judge. Oh, what's the Sky Judge? We got the Sky Cam, but where's the Sky Judge? Oh yeah, there he is. He's about 6,000 feet up in the air. How can he see?
I don't know. Maybe he's got X-ray vision. Who knows?
I digress. I kind of wonder how this XFL is going to be. Well, anyways, good luck to it. And last but not least, I'm going to just say what an unmitigated disaster last night's Iowa Caucuses was. You know, apparently there's problems with the apps, problems with a lot of things. They haven't declared a winner. Yeah, it's going to be a long 4 or 5 month road to decide who's going to be the Democratic nominee for president. Right now, Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, and Elizabeth Warren seems to be the ones that are the front runners. But you know what? Hey, we got several guys in their 70s and a couple of young guys. But I mean, we'll see who can challenge Donald Trump. But I think everybody knows who's going to win the presidential election. I'm lastly going to say this about Robo-Leg. Yes, Jocelyn Mansell. You know what? She looks pretty dignified when she gets those glasses on. But you know what? She's got Adidas on. That makes her gangsta. No wonder why I hear a beatbox going on. Hey, will you stop that? And that's all I got time for this week. See you next week.